Wow, music and everything. Thank you, Abigail, where did you go, for such a wonderful introduction. As you were reading, I was like, wow, somebody did that? Oh, wait. So thank you so much. I'm always sort of amazed when people know about me at all, let alone sort of know my resume, because it's not about me, but thank you. I do have a few notes here. I know Anna McGowan, and I'll start by also thanking Bill Crossley for the same reasons Anna did as the head of the School of Aero, and I believe the person who nominated me. My heart goes out to you, and the School of Aero is phenomenal. I am totally biased, but thank you for your leadership of that school. And I would also like to, where did he go? I can't see a thing, sorry. Although I just did sort of privately, I'd like to very publicly thank the Dean of Engineering. Where did he go? Oh, staying on stage. The College of Engineering is so consequential already, and your ambitions to be even more consequential are heartwarming and appropriate. Honest to God, most everything I've ever interacted with would not be the same without Purdue engineers. And as an employer in industry, they are always my first choice, and that's down to your schools. Thank you so very much, and thank you so much for this honor. I just have no idea how you select from such a distinguished field. It really means a lot to me, to be honest. It's gonna hang with pride, and thank you so much. And to Purdue overall, and to everyone who gave their evening for this, thank you, and please, eat and enjoy, and I'll try to be quick. But I do have a few things to say. I came here to Purdue for Aero because I wanted to build and fly spacecraft. Absolutely what I wanted to do. Not as a pilot necessarily, although I did also gain my pilot's license here at Purdue and visited the airport today. It's a magic place. But I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. And Purdue started me on that journey expertly and really gave me the tools I needed and really didn't even know I needed in order to do that. And I'm grateful for that. Purdue's legacy of professional astronauts, especially the cradle of astronauts, honestly prodded me along every sort of minute of every day. I cannot count the hours I fell asleep at the Grissom terminal room back in the day when Grissom was in Aero. I mean, I am sure I slept on those keyboards more than on my own pillow, honest to God. And I would, trudge past the Cradle of Astronaut wall and go, okay, I have to try that problem one more time, And Purdue's legacy, not just Neil Armstrong, but every professional astronaut, really matters and matters to the world. And I thank you for honoring that legacy, and especially for inducting me. Thank you so much, Purdue. Senior design was a capstone, trying to figure out how to get a spacecraft to Mars and how many engines it should take way back in the day. Looks a lot like the ones that are flying today, 37 engines on the bottom. It was really a good place to learn the fundamentals. And I thank Purdue Engineering and Purdue Aero for making sure I didn't leave without the fundamentals. They have come in so handy in industry, both at NASA, engineering the space station, and at Virgin Galactic, a startup. Knowing the fundamentals, and please forgive my swearing, as Bill Crossley mentioned recently, having a good bullshit detector has been really important, really, really important to be able to stand there and say, wait, you think that cabin's gonna be too hot? I don't think so. And then flying in a cabin that was 45 degrees Fahrenheit and trying to keep my hands warm to use them, that matters. To be able to sort of understand the engineering and know what you're getting yourself into, especially when you're strapping in, is really important. So thank you to Purdue for teaching me what I didn't even know I needed to know. I really do appreciate it. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the co-op program. I did enjoy 9 semesters at NASA Johnson Space Center while I was still here at Purdue. And thank F, Purdue taught me how to do shear and bending moment diagrams when I first got here, because then I went to NASA a month later and they asked me to do them for the space station. I was, I know how to do those. Thank you, Purdue. Thank you, Purdue. So that worked out okay. And for the record, the first iteration of the International Space Station had solar panels that would break off if the space shuttle plumed them. And I did some shear and bending moment diagrams and showed that they would break off. So that was important. I think they just gave it to the co-op. Oh, that's a basic calculation, you know. Let the intern do that. Okay, I'll do it. Oh my God, look, it breaks. Yeah, we know. But thank you again. My career path has already been described by Abigail, thank you. But just sort of briefly, I was lucky to be here at Purdue and then to go to NASA Johnson Space Center and engineer the International Space Station. I did a ton of testing myself, also with the astronaut office, for all the human interfaces on the outside of the space station, all the spacewalk interfaces. I flew hundreds of Vomit-Comet parabolas, thousands of dives in neutral buoyancy, many human thermal vacuum tests, every pressurized fluid line on the space station. And all of those then qualified me to apply to Virgin Galactic when the space station assembly was complete. At Virgin Galactic, I think I didn't know it, but I think I was sort of being auditioned every hour, every minute of every day, working 6 days a week in a startup for a future flight role. There are 2 flight roles at Virgin Galactic, pilot and engineer. And when it came time to start putting engineers in the cabin, I was selected, and I did fly 6 times. 2 different CEOs decided to put their fate in my hands and have me fly. And those were amazing flights. I could tell sort of endless stories, working hard on each flight. But it is kind of fitting that through Purdue, I had 9 co-op internships, and out in industry, I only had 6 flights. So Purdue wins. Obviously, Purdue gave me quite a lot, and I'm very humble and grateful for it. And you set me on the path to success. You've also kept me connected and kept all of industry connected for decades, which is a testament to Purdue. And you've ensured the success of sort of engineering writ large across the world. I'll end with what I hope is a polite joke. I believe IU is still the rival. Yes? So I landed in Indy yesterday to come to this, and I walk out of my flight, and there's this big plinth that's all lit up at the Indy airport. Anybody seen it recently? It's like this tall, and it's got the IU logo, and I'm like, IU? And written on the bottom of the plinth is, "Bring on tomorrow." And my immediate thought was, screw that, Purdue engineers tomorrow. So thank you to Purdue Engineering for creating a very hopeful tomorrow for all of us. We appreciate it.